Thank you. So, dear hospital staff, students, everyone around here, special greeting to Dr. Jonathan. Somehow we didn't mention him. You are most welcome. As you have been here some years back, we are happy to have you back and to see the hospital is moving on very well. It is wonderful to be here together with you this evening. And this morning before I came to office, you can be sure, and it is every morning, that I remember you. And this is what I learned from my grandmother when she was saying, you know, in the morning I take time to remember all my children, the grandchildren, all my relatives, because I want to bring them to the Lord. And this is what I do, because I feel it is great to be together with you and to work together and to present you to the Lord, so that the work we are doing for our patients is going on well. So this year, when I wrote to our friends, to the benefactors for Christmas, I started by telling them that it is very strange feeling when I return home in the evening after work and I find nobody around. It is so much different when I reach home and some of the confreres is there, welcomes me, and even if the confrere may not be around, maybe my dog Laika, most of you know her, when she comes towards me, she's wagging with her tail and happy to see me. Yes, it is nice to be welcomed. It is really a nice feeling when somebody is waiting, when you are awaited for. It is noticeable, for example, when I'm far away, I come back and there is a warm welcome, and you hear it already from afar. This warm welcome, I think, is also now in this Advent season, just before we receive Jesus, a very important feeling and also most important attitude. This season of Advent is really telling us to wait. And I think all of you are waiting now also for something else, because I think the stomach needs something. Actually, Jesus is not strange to us. We are waiting for him every year when we celebrate his coming. We can experience his presence already every day when we pay attention and turn to him and to all those around us. We can feel Jesus when we are attentive to each other. I don't know if God needs my waiting, but I feel I need both. His waiting for me and my waiting for him. Waiting for a beautiful and positive event is always nice, of course, and we look forward to it. Soon we are ending the year, and it is a moment to look back to some of the events we had this year. I'm sure you remember the International Day for the Sick on the 11th of February together with Bishop Philippi. Our patients, relatives, our staff, the students, I think we all enjoyed and we still remember. Then still in February we had the visit of the Permanent Secretary and the Director General from the Ministry of Health. They received our annual report and they could see how much work is done in the hospital, and we demonstrated very clear in our report the paramount importance of St. C.E.O Hospital to the entire Karamoja region. At the same time, we informed them about the precarious financial situation of the hospital and asked the government to increase their subsidies. We were promised that they are going to review possibilities, but up to now we received no higher grants. In March, our new 5-year strategic plan was approved by the Board of Governors. And this year something very new was also celebrated in Matany, and that was the International Nurses Day. This event was prepared with great enthusiasm by our nursing and midwifery staff. The day began with a solemn mass in our beautiful church, followed by a procession or a march through the streets of Matany, accompanied by a brass band. My home leave in June and July gave a bit of rest for you from me, and it was a welcome opportunity to visit family, friends and benefactors, as well as knocking at the doors of various organizations asking for financial support for the hospital. A few have agreed, and I'm particularly grateful to friends and long-time acquaintances who generously helped. This is how we have been able to continue in the recent months, although expected and hoped for government support is still outstanding. We recently asked again, and we fervently hope that the much needed funds from government will arrive soon. Now at the end of October, our team was boosted with the arrival of the first biomedical engineer, you see him around. His training, among many others, were funded by donations. And it is only possible because people think about us and they support our struggle for the training and upbuilding of our young professionals. And this is really we have to clap for them and pray for them. As most of you know, the hospital as well as the training school, and Dr. mentioned already, we have obtained this 100% of accreditation to UCLB, another proof that the services offered by the hospital are of high standard. As mentioned at the beginning, it is a good feeling to be expected and welcomed. It is nice when someone is waiting for me and is there for me, especially, and I think you also have the same, in times of loneliness, illness, grief, or when it comes to taking important decisions. So I wish you from the bottom of my heart this double experience, the joy of being expected and the joy of waiting in anticipation. On Christmas, we celebrate God becoming human, becoming a person, and He wishes to remain experienceable through our actions. Let me come to the conclusion by thanking you all for coming together for this Christmas party. Special thanks go to all those who have prepared this wonderful gathering, all those who have preparing the cooking and were behind the scenes. We shall taste it now. I thank everyone for the great work you have been doing in your specific and trusted responsibilities. Matany Hospital is known as a place of hope and healing. If all of us give the best of our service, God will bless our efforts with His grace. In these days, we are also united with our friends and families within and outside Uganda. I have received greetings from many old friends, Dr. Daniele, Sister Regina, Sister Fausta, Sister Rosario, Dr. Frederick, Dr. Michael and Marga, who availed us this year again with a Christmas gift to all the staff, which can be received at the accounts office from Monday onwards. Johann and Marianne, Marita and Margit, my sister, they are now in fact in the very cold place, in the marketplace in Aalen, where they have minus 10 degrees, and they are trying to sell a bit of, some little products which they made and from their handcrafts in order to get money for Matany. So it is great that we are united at this moment in different circumstances. Let us remember all of them also in our prayers, together with the ones who have worked here in the past and have already gone ahead of us. For God, we are all alive. Thank you, all of you. Merry Christmas as we meet and go on, and welcome then also the New Year. Thank you.